This is 7 News.
Tonight, another fatal shark attack in WA. A 35-year-old surfer killed. Rick Ardon reports from Gracetown. A bikie stabbed outside a gang clubhouse in Perth. A close call for a V8 champion, help from his car after this crash.
Oh, all four wheels off the road.
And the Aussies pile on the pressure against England in the first test.
Beauty! Captain Courageous!
From the studios of 7 Perth, Blake Johnson.
Good evening. There's been another fatal shark attack off a West Australian beach. It happened this morning at Gracetown near Margaret River. The victim, a 35-year-old man, was surfing at Left-Handers, a popular surf break in the southwest. Rick Ardon is there. Rick, yet another shark tragedy in WA.
Yes, Blake, it's the same place surfer Brad Smith was taken 9 years ago, as you've said, here at Left-Handers. The surfing community here and the wider south-west community are in shock. It's the third fatal shark attack in Gracetown in 9 years. Fisheries have announced an imminent threat danger and have sent 2 boats to search for the shark. With details of the tragedy that unfolded today, here's Jessica van der End.
Police got the call just after 9 that a man had been attacked surfing off Gracetown less than 100 metres offshore. A fellow surfer dragged the victim to the beach where a doctor tried to help, but the 35-year-old father of 2 was already dead. It happened at a place called Umby's Break, near Left-Handers Beach, a favourite surfing spot. Veteran champion surfer Dave McCauley was there.
There was only 2 guys in the water, and I know the other guy who was in the water, Shay, and the shark went past Shay and took the other guy.
Another surfer was the shark's first target but escaped. Police say he's been left traumatised.
The shark actually bounced off the board off the other surfer before attacking the other male.
The surfer who got away only got a glimpse of the shark. It's not known how big it is. It is believed to be a great white. The victim's girlfriend had to be comforted by police when she arrived at Left-Handers Beach. Police confirmed her worst fear. The victim has 2 young children. This is the third fatal shark attack off Gracetown in 9 years. Locals say a big shark was spotted nearby on Thursday, just a little further south.
It can happen. It's just the way life is here.
Nearby beaches were closed today, but some surfers were still venturing out. Until later, there were more sightings. And so this afternoon, baited hooks were deployed. But Fisheries says this isn't a catch and kill operation yet.
Once we capture the shark, obviously the shark's still alive, and we'll make those decisions about what we do with it.
This tragedy came on the second day of aerial shark patrols along the southwest coast. Last year, the choppers spotted 162 sharks, including 15 great whites.
Increasing number. Is it now time for something to be done?
I think so. Yeah, I think so for sure.
In Gracetown, Jessica van der End, 7 News.
Even before today's attack, there were some people in the area frustrated by what they see as a lack of government action over shark attacks. With me is Keith Hellman, operator of the Margaret River Surf School. And Keith, is this now too much for locals?
The locals have had enough of it. They have for a few years, and we're really frustrated. The Fisheries Department and the government really haven't done any proactive things to actually eliminate the problem and eliminate the risk to the public down here on our coast.
Do you think the government's doing enough in light of the meeting you were talking about?
No, I attended the meeting, and when you talk to fisheries, we had an incident where a family with a mother and kids were at Quindalup, and 100 metres away there's a great white close to the beach, and their response was to put a ranger out and close the beach and get a boat and shoo it out to sea when it can come along here. Really, if a great white is in an area where people swim or surf, that's a threat to the public. That should be eliminated. And we need to get GPS tagging, and like the American Institute we're going to do, pour the money into that, get the data, maybe even have a smart app on your phone. But if a great white is in an area where people swim or surf, that is a threat. That has to be eliminated.
OK, Keith, thank you for your time. And while family, friends and the community grapple with the emotional trauma of this fatal shark attack down here, there's already renewed debate about how to best deal with sharks. Today's tragedy is the 10th in WA in the past 9 years. This report from Tracy Moran.
Melissa Perry lost her friend Brad Smith to a great white 9 years ago. He was taken at the same surf break as today's horrific attack.
I guess this is just bringing all those emotions back. It's like reliving that time all those years ago.
In 9 years and 4 months, 10 people have been killed by sharks in WA. 3 of them have been in Gracetown, including today's tragedy. 3 years ago, Nick Edwards was taken while surfing. So was Brad Smith in 2004. Jeffrey Brazier was killed while snorkelling near the Abrolhos Islands in 2005. 3 years later, Brian Guest was attacked at Port Kennedy. In 2011, 21-year-old Kyle James Burden was killed while bodyboarding at Bunker Bay. The same year, Bryn Martin was taken at Cottesloe Beach. So was George Thomas Wainwright, who was bitten by a great white shark off Rottnest Island. In 2012, 33-year-old Peter Kerman died while diving off Stratham Beach. And in July last year, Ben Linden was mauled by a great white shark near Wedge Island. The 24-year-old was the 5th person to be killed in 9 months. WA was labelled the deadliest place in the world for shark attacks. The statistics have given our coastline an international reputation for shark attacks. But what to do about the issue has divided the West Australian community. Melissa Perry used to be a keen surfer. She's so shaken by the spate of attacks, she now says sharks should be culled.
It's not just surfers who are at risk, divers are at risk, swimmers are at risk. And is it going to take a young child to be taken before the community are in uproar?
At the moment, we're doing everything we can to ensure that the area is safe. The beaches have been closed.
Fisheries has 20 satellite receivers to monitor and alert the public of tagged sharks. But there are only 2 in the southwest at Bunbury and Meelup, none in Gracetown.
There will be another one going in, and there's plans to deploy more. But at the moment, obviously, we're dealing with what we can and with the resources we have and the information we have.
Tracy Moran, 7 News.
So it's been a sad day here in Gracetown. A young Margaret River father of 2, a local plumber, killed by what's almost certainly a great white shark. There were only 2 surfers in the water at the break behind us. The shark brushed past the other surfer, then attacked the surfboard. There are no teeth marks in that surfboard, we've been told. However, there is a big dent in that surfboard as well. They're the details. Blake will be crossing back again later in our 1-hour bulletin. For the moment, it's back to you.
Thanks, Rick. Rick Ardon there in Gracetown.